Hi, in this class we'll discuss about accidentals and enharmonic equivalence. Let us dive into this topic. In this topic, here the accidentals and enharmonic equivalents. So when you look at this one, so what are the accidentals? What are the enharmonic equivalents? So first of all, what we'll do is we'll discuss about what we mean by accidentals. So normally, whenever you are actually stating a key, say for example, we were talking about here, right? So this is C, this is D, E, F, G, A, B. Again, the C in the next octave. So we are also giving some numbering, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this we have given, if you could recall. Yes or no? Now, what you are saying is, so if at all, if you want to state something as a natural on the sheet, so sometimes what will happen is, we need to play both this C and also sometimes our way of conveying is this one, that is a C sharp. So we may be stating that we are going to play the C sharp also, okay? Or else one more way also I said, so instead of saying C sharp, so there is a letter 1, right? So we can write like this, letter 1 sharp. So in that way also we can do it, okay? So if you could carefully recall the previous class, okay, please go to the previous videos where we discussed about all these things, right? So here when I discussed about here, for example, major scale or else, so when we are talking about here, yes, any something like this, okay, so I'll show any one of the video. Yeah, so when I was discussing about Phrygian mode, so we were saying about this is the 1 sharp, C sharp, or else a D flat or 2 flat, something like this, right? So same thing what we are doing is here in this case, okay, I am writing, instead of writing like a that C sharp, I can also write in the form of a 1 sharp, okay? So that is like this. And one more thing is, instead of this way representation, so I can write the same black key like this, which is called as a D flat or else 2 flat. In this way also I can represent, okay? So when there is a case when I am playing here, or else when you are playing any song, something, so here what happens is sometimes there may be a chance, okay? The chance is that here you have to play this C here. There is a C you have to play here, okay? So C also should be played, and also sometimes what is the thing is here, so for example, here you may be needed to play this C, okay, C, there is a need to play C, as well as there is a need to play that something called as a C sharp, okay? So that time what you should do is, so you need to differentiate, so C lettering also will be here, okay? So you try to recall the previous class where we are discussing about this class, if you could recall, right? The theory lessons in 3. So I asked you to remember every goodbye, does fine and FACE. There we said that this is the letter C, right? So the C key will come just below the line, just below this 5 lines. So we call this line as a ledger line, right? So there we are playing it here, right? So the same thing here I have pointed out here, okay? So here there is a C key, okay? At the same time there is some other key, okay? So some other C sharp or something is there, okay? So for example, there is a C sharp, there is something called as a C sharp, okay? So I have to play C sharp also, okay? So for that reason, what I have to do is, so I need to draw this a symbol here, a C sharp line here, okay? Just look at here. So it is a bit tricky one, okay? So just I'll show the differentiations. here. So it looks much like this. Okay, so there are two lines here which is a slant, and this vertical line is also inclined here. Okay, so both lines are inclined. So this is also inclined, okay, and these lines are also inclined. Okay, so these two lines are inclined and these two lines are also inclined. So you should draw like this. Okay, so this symbol you have to put it here. This symbol you have to put it here. This is some symbol. Okay, so this symbol you should be placing exactly on this line like this. Okay, so that represents that here just below this symbol, just before the symbol, we have to place it. Okay, so this represents that. So this is C and this is the C sharp. We should not do it after it, we should do it before it. Okay, that's one point. Then likewise, if you look at this one, so normally we have this C natural, C sharp, B flat. Okay, so when you have this C sharp and C, so you want to differentiate, right? So that's what you have to do is at that time, so we have to draw a natural symbol like this. This is one line, vertical line, and another vertical line here, another vertical line here. Then you should draw a slant line like this. Okay, so this represents this natural note. This represents a natural note. So this natural note is now like this. Okay, so you can place this natural note. The center exactly should be on this line, where whatever the key that you are going to play with, that key you can keep it here. Okay, so that is one method. So to differentiate the C sharp, C or C natural. So whatever this, so if for example you are actually tuning this into a different tunings, so that time also it will be very, very helpful. So we need to establish which key we are playing here. So because we are actually using the same convention here, C for this key, white key, and also C for this black key. Okay, and D for this white key. At the same time we are using a D for the same black key here. Okay, this D flat. Okay, so we need to establish. So this is going to be a natural. Okay, and if there is no any things like, for example, only once or twice it is going to occur, so there is no need to differentiate it. But if it is going to occur for several times, so we need to definitely mind about the natural symbol also here. Okay, so by default there is no need to specify the natural symbol, but normally sometimes wherever there is necessary, so we must differentiate with by specifying that this is actually natural key. So that is one point here. Likewise, when you come to the C sharp, so this C sharp symbol has to be written like this. Okay, so most of us have a doubt here. So what is the doubt is how you have to draw this sharp symbol. Okay, so remember, normally a sharp symbol is basically, so can be represented in three varieties. Okay, so in case of a music we represent in one fashion, but whereas in case of a normally any pound sign, hash sign, something like this, we represent this one, the same symbol, in a different fashion. Okay, so here if you draw this line here, so one horizontal line, this two horizontal lines, okay, then two vertical lines, so this represents that this symbol is a some number sign or sign convention, or else for example you want to attach some hashtag when you upload a video or when you upload a photo, something like that. Okay, for that we will use this type of symbol. Okay, but for music purpose what we have to do is, so I am using the same thing here. So for music purpose what we have to do is, we need to take this here, these two lines, and then we need to invert it. Okay, so this symbol, this is the symbol. Okay, so this symbol will be a different one, so please mind about it. Okay, so most of us have these doubts here. Okay, so that's the reason why I need to state it very clearly. Okay, so that's one point. Okay, this is for music. Okay, so we are dealing with the music. So for music purpose purpose, this is the sharp. This is for numbering, for mathematics, number, or else for uploading anything instant. So something for that purpose we will be using this one. Okay, and normally for a tic-tac-toe, you know the drill here. Okay, normally, so when you are playing a tic-tac-toe, that time what we do is we use this one in a different fashion. Okay, so this is not the same thing. So this is one like this. So like this. So this is also one form of a sharp. Okay, so this is different. For games and all, we'll be using this one. To play game, we'll use this sharp. Okay, to play for a music purpose conventions, we'll use this sharp, and for numbering purpose, we'll use this sharp. Okay, so remember, for music, but we are dealing here this topic music. Okay, so both horizontal line and a vertical line will be inclined. Okay, so horizontal line also will be inclined, okay, with some angle, and a vertical line also will be inclined with some angle. Okay, so whatever the angle that is there here, so just you draw a inclined line, don't draw exactly horizontal line. Okay, so that's one point. Now come to the point here. So this is a sharp symbol. Okay, so the sharp symbol, how you are going to, so the sharp symbol is basically, so natural means whatever the natural value it is there, that's okay. So this is C. So sharp means actually what we do is we take a half note, or else we can say half tone. We can be better to say half tone. Okay, so half tone, half tone, we can say plus half tone. We can say plus half tone. Okay, so flat means this is a flat. Okay, sharp. Okay, so yeah, so flat means minus half tone, or else we can say half. We can, so actually when I was discussing about this one also I had shown. Okay, so a double flat means actually what we say is 2 times half tone. Okay, so 2 times half tone means double flat, so minus half tone, so means 1 complete tone, 1 minus 1 tone. Okay, so double sharp means plus 1 complete tone. Okay, remember here in case of music, so we have half tones and also single tone. Okay, complete tone, half tone, or we can call this one as not a 1 tone. Okay, so 1 complete tone, 1 whole tone, whole tones. Okay, so half tones are represented with a capital H. The whole tones are represents with a W. Okay, so this is one point, please remember. Then these are the things about accidentals here. Okay, so normally what we do is, in case of these accidentals, when you are representing these accidentals, okay, so here for example here, so this is the way to represent a flat, which I already told you in the previous class. Okay, and this is the way we represent the sharp. Okay, and then if you want to represent a double flat, so you will keep like this. Okay, and if you want to represent double sharp, so the double sharp is so small x, where at the end of the x, the corners of this one or the edges of this one, you will be putting some bold, so just bold at the tips of the x. Okay, so that's one way to say it. Easily you can draw it. Okay, so this is one thing you need to understand. Then the topic about enharmonics. Okay, what do you mean by enharmonics? Enharmonics means here. So enharmonics are the tones that have the same pitch, okay, but with a different letter names. So what are these different letter names? Okay, what are the same pitches? Okay, so here I will do one thing here, that is so I'm going to take the same thing here. Okay, for example, I'm going to take this sign, this one here. Okay, or else one thing I can do, I can go for a new slide here and then I can insert some. Okay, say for example here in this case in this case. Okay, so here what I'm trying to do is, here we know that this line is a C, this line is a C line, right? So this is the C line. Okay, so here I have something to be done, right? So this is the C. Okay, so in between, after C, the letter comes. So here actually what would come here after C? After C, what would come here after C usually? So here, so after C, the letter, this next key is a D, right? So here actually after C, the D should come here. Okay, D should come here. So just before I was saying this one, right? So this is a C sharp, right? I will write with a free hand, that is better. So this is a C sharp, C sharp. Okay, so naturally what would happen here is this symbol will come here like this. Okay, so same thing in this case, D here. So this is the D flat. Okay, so for D flat you need to keep a symbol like this here. So that symbol is for this symbol you need to keep it flat like this. Okay, so this C sharp and D flat are almost with the same tones. Okay, so what to say is, so if you look at here with the piano diagram itself, you can easily understand here the C sharp or D flat are going to have same key. Likewise, if you look at this one, okay, so the D sharp, okay, or else a 2 sharp, here the 4 sharp, this is a F sharp, or else the 4 sharp, okay, then G sharp, or else this one, that is a 5 sharp, okay, so then A sharp, or else a 6 sharp. Okay, so here the same names you will have. Okay, so D sharp and E flat are same thing, or 3 flat are also same thing. Okay, so F sharp and G flat are same thing, or else a 5 flat is also same thing. Okay, so G sharp and A flat are also same thing, or else 6 flat is also same thing. Okay, so here A sharp and B flat same thing, or else the 7 flat is also same thing. Okay, so this is it regarding this accidentals or enharmonics. Okay, so enharmonics means, so even for this one, if you go one step, half step forward, or else you come from the previous key notation half step backward, so you will arrive with a same tone. Okay, so that same tone is called as a enharmonics equivalence. Okay, so this enharmonic equivalent definition is this one. Okay, so you would be wondering that that's also a different tone, but that won't be a different tone, they are going to be the same tone. So what is the definition here? So enharmonics are the tones that have the same pitch, okay, but with a different letter names, and this is the definition of enharmonics. And normally the things that we discuss in case of accidentals are, so whether that first one is a naturals, second one is a sharp, third is a flat, fourth is a double flat, and fifth is a double sharp. So that is the meaning of this accidentals and enharmonics equivalents in case of a music. So these are the things generally we use when you are playing a keyboard, and we try to understand that when you are playing keyboards, so we have to read the music sheet and then play it. So for that these definitions will help you to play nicely. I hope you understood this class. So we'll meet again. So till then, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon and like it and share this video. Until then, bye.